尽情。What beats to go? Beat to be up. Kau harus terjun, mas.